Alright, hello and welcome to Rocket League. It has the wrong in the top. We are playing Colts today they are the Coral Spring High School count, and I'm not sure where they're actually located from, but yes, so that is, they are Coral Spring. They're playing. So, Penn Manor right now is ranked in the 30s as the last standing, and I am Scott Herzog, and of course, talking about this match. Again, no score as we go in under 4 minutes here. Ball being kept diligently on Penn Manor's side. Penn Manor fighting it to push it onto the orange side, but the Orange Team Colts are doing a nice job of keeping it on Penn Manor's side. Block, nice block there by Penn Manor as they kind of keep the ball away from their goal. B team, we assume it's a JV team. Aiden Ennui with a long score, making it a 1-0 game with 30 seconds in the match. All right, nice job for Aiden Ennui for that score. Right, and Tater kind of knocks it on, but it's brought on by Allen on that side of Penn Manor. Allen playing. I have dyslexia, or some version of that. An attempt put in, but blocked by, of course, the Colts, as they kind of try to desperately get it onto Penn Manor's side. Penn Manor fighting again to keep it away from their goal. And it's knocked away as Aiden Ennui kind of brings it back onto the orange side. Orange knocking it back on toward the goal. And is it open? And it is blocked. Ooh, what a nice save there, knocking away from the corner of the goal. And yeah, as they kind of play. Again, Aiden Ennui kind of putting it back toward, trying to knock it in. Doesn't have quite the angle that needs to get a second score. Okay, and Tyler McDougie is actually bringing it on toward the other side. Knocked back to Penn Manor's side. Now in the error. Aiden kind of trying to keep that ball, can give it momentum, and doesn't have quite the momentum, but blocked and knocked in toward the goal. Will Penn Manor be able to knock it back toward the goal? And they do, but not directly, and therefore knows where it's going to be at. Tyler works toward keeping it on the orange side. The ball getting a lot of orange side time, which is good. A clear shot and a score, and the Colts even it up with 1 minute 56 seconds left. That is wanted sleep. It actually gets it high game. Anyone's game here in game number 1. Okay, ball kind of knocked toward the Colts side. Penn Manor trying a little bit high off the barrel. It kind of bounces around there, but doesn't have quite the tenacity to get it back in. Again, 3 Colts kind of hanging out there, trying to defend this ball. They finally knock it away, and it's open now. But we have a person there to kind of knock it away. It's saved here by Aiden on Lee, I believe. Ball kind of knocked back, and but blocked. What a nice save by Penn Manor, keeping it out of goal. And here again, another save, a potential direct goal here. Ball kind of loose and free there on Penn Manor side, knocked toward, but blocked again from being put into the goal of Penn Manor. And Penn Manor now has it on the orange side with 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining, and I think that Penn Manor feels like they could be playing a little bit stronger than they are, but we'll see. We'll see here. The Colts obviously fighting to keep it on to Penn Manor's side. Penn Manor fighting to get it away from their goal, and that's awfully close to the goal right now, but Penn Manor knocks it away back on into center field with 30 seconds remaining. Still anyone's game. It's basically 0-0. It's a tied game. So will Penn Manor be able to knock it in? That was a direct shot, but not direct enough. Maybe here. No, it is knocked away. Knocked away with 13 seconds left. And Penn Manor has got to keep it away from their goal. And it's 5 seconds. Can they bring it in? Not quite. We're going to see, it's going to hit the ground, and it is overtime in the first game of the day. Penn Manor Gold again taking on the Colts here. Ball starts on the Colts side, but quickly shuffled across the field onto Penn Manor's side. It's a back and forth game as they dodge back and forth across the midfield. Hader desperately trying to keep it on the Penn Manor side here, but we'll know that Penn Manor is not going quietly into the night. An aerial here with the boost, not quite the power it needs. The ball is dancing around the goal, but Penn Manor is there to kind of shove it back on to the Colts side again. Again, the Colts do not want to go quietly. The Colts now, the ball now back on Penn Manor's side. Remember, it only takes 1 goal to make this game happen. Penn Manor is doing their job of trying to make challenging games for the Colts. And who knows? Who knows who's going to win it here? Penn Manor again has it onto the orange side. It is brought across by Tyler, who kind of shuffles it across now back onto the midfield, back onto Penn Manor's side. And not kind of skewed away from where Colts are trying to shuttle it. And here we have, of course, Tyler kind of shuttling across the field. One of the things I will say is it seems like Penn Manor has a little bit stronger aerial work. Again, I'm not a Rocket League player, so I'm not really confident in my analysis of that. But they are definitely doing what they can to keep that ball across. All 3 Colts players protecting that goal, trying to keep Penn Manor from actually scoring. We are 1 minute 48 into overtime, into what is now a 7-minute game. And we'll see if Penn Manor is able to actually commit it. Oh, and they saved that. Saved that play. What could have been disastrous and a drop game psychologically for the first game of Penn Manor. All right, this is knocked away. And they need to get this ball out, and they managed to kind of get it out here from Penn Manor here. Ball kind of knocked into midfield, and now on to side. Is it the score? Oh, it just misses right off the side there. What potentially could have been a game-ending score. Then the ball is kind of dropped in the middle, and now it's bouncing again back and forth. Oh, this is it, and Penn Manor drops the first game of the match for Penn Manor.
Going to need a tune-up after that.
Right. Second game, let's see what happens as Penn Manor takes on the Colts here. All right, off to a good start as Penn Manor again kind of brings it on to the Colts side. I know in the stream it says GMHS, but they're playing. Oh, and Tyler with an early score. What a fantastic shot by Tyler. Aided, of course, in the early on by his teammates that helped them bring that ball in. And a second score, making it a 2-0 score. So a fantastic beginning to Penn Manor. They are fighting back. They said, that's it. We will not take this lying down. And they're mad after losing that game in a 7-minute match, a little bit 8-minute match, probably over. All right. And Manor fighting to protect the goal. The ball's kind of bouncing around and knocked away finally from the goal. Trying to keep the ball over to the side of the Colts. The Aiden and we kind of shoving that ball in toward the goal. No one really is there to follow it up, and he knocks it kind of off to the side, not really on to center there. All right, and the Colts fighting, try and maintain their 1-game lead in this match. But the ball is heavily hanging around Penn Manor's, the Colts side, Penn Manor continues keeping it there. The ball kind of knocked away from being in the direction of the goal. And I don't know, they are back on it, and they're able to knock it away. A little bit of a double commit there by Penn Manor, and kind of knocking it kind of out of position. That you would think that would be kind of a communication error. And they're trying to keep onto the side of the Colts. But we'll see here. Colts kind of knock it around Penn Manor's goal. Not really a threat, but this is not even, wow, just saved out of the goal. What potentially could have been. Oh, and again, what a save by Penn Manor. They need to get that ball out of their territory and onto the side, which they do. Finally here at this spot, although it's brought back quickly by the Colts. We're trying desperately to get that ball into Penn Manor's goal. Penn Manor fighting to keep it away. Ball knocked back onto the midfield. And Penn Manor is on a hunt here. And we'll see in and on we kind of shoving across back onto the Colts side. And Tyler there again fighting there. Keep it to Lexia or Aiden on we trying to keep it on. The ball is a free ball, but blocked by Aiden on we from actually entering into the goal. And again, this is a ball that's bouncing around Penn Manor's side. They have 2 minutes and a half to hold on to their 2-goal lead or to extend it. And we obviously are hoping that they extend that lead for just remaining minutes of the game. Ball hanging out a lot on Penn Manor's side, which I'm not real comfortable with. I imagine that doesn't feel comfortable. Colts have a loose ball here. Aiden kind of grabs control of the ball and to knock it in over through the air onto the Colts side. Colts now in this latter part of the match doing a decent job protecting the goal. And we'll see what they can do to kind of get around. Ball knocked loose into the midfield for Aiden and Weed there to kind of keep it back from Penn Manor's goal. doing a fantastic job from the aerials and the thing. See if they are able to protect it, keep it knocked away, and saved by Lexia. Ball now on to the Colts side here. It's again a minute 20 left in the match. They aren't quite able to bring it in. The ball's loose there, and we'll see what happens. Oh, and almost brought in, again, saved. Some really close calls by Penn Manor as this team tries desperately to get it in with 50 seconds left. Penn Manor really fighting here. It's an open goal, but knocked away at the last minute by the Colts. What a fantastic defensive move by the Colts. Penn Manor really works to get it in here. Knocked away again by one to sleep here. 30 seconds remaining. It is anything's possible, but it's knocked away by the Penn Manor, and they managed to finally get a score. 20 seconds left. One game. This anyone's match. All right, let's go here. One. Should be Penn Manor's game. And with a score in, blocked by Tater there at the last minute. And Penn Manor missing that. Is now on the Penn Manor side with 10 seconds left. They just need to do a really good job of keeping it away from their score and just keeping it away. It is this game does fall Penn Manor. It is now a 1-1 match. All right, we're heading into the third match of the series. It's a tied game, and whoa, what a quick score by Tater. Penn Manor was asleep there in the goal as they kind of just let that waltz right in, right off the match. That is a 1-second goal by the Colts there. Not a good. Yes, I'm well aware the names are the wrong color. So. And I did not alter that because I'm not a little bit unfamiliar with streams as you have it. So thank you for pointing it out. I know it's the wrong color. That Penn Manor is actually the blue, and they evened it up 1-1 with a return shot in 10 seconds of the game. The first 2 seconds, those are some of the quickest scores I've seen from a long time. All right, here. Came back through, and Tater scores. I don't know. They decided, let's not do defense this time. And that seems to be the way of the thing here. Now a 2-1 score on behalf of the Colts. All right. And we'll see. Can the Colts hold on to their 2-1 lead here? It's an even match in any case. Ball kind of loose and wild, knocked away by Tyler, brought across into the midfield under Colt territory. A loose ball there, trying to knock it in, but not quite. The Penn Manor doesn't have quite the boost to kind of respond, and we'll kind of see. Kind of knocked back by Aiden and Wee, kind of making it Colts fight to control it on Penn Manor's side. but knocked away a little bit by the team Penn Manor as they fight to get it onto the. All right, 3-1 game in favor of the Colts. Colts still very early on. Plenty of time for Penn Manor to come back from that. But it does, psychologically, I think, puts a little bit more of a tough spot when that's happening. All right, 1 to sleep, shuttling back toward Penn Manor's goal, and they are able to score, making it a 4-1 game. Aiden Lee just not quite enough to kind of bring up there, make it fun. So it's going to be a tough game for Penn Manor to kind of walk back from here, but not impossible with minutes. It's a pretty high scoring game. Penn Manor's able to actually get in. Missed there by one of the Penn Manor players. The ball kind of bounces now on the Penn Manor side. And Tyler kind of shuttles it back across. And trying to protect this score, knocked on side, both trying to keep it alive here. Knocked away from Penn Manor's score. Not an open score. We'll see if they're able to actually get it in, and they do, and making it a 4-2 game. Nice job there on behalf of Kieran Wee and then Tyler for just knocking that in. Nice job in a knock. Name should be back, should be right in the stream now. I fixed it a moment ago while there was a second. See if Penn Manor is able to bring it in with 2 left. Again, in a sense, plenty of time, but only plenty of time if you can execute on it. No there to follow. Tyler brings the ball back into the midfield and a miss by multiple players there. I guess it was Ariel's caught in, and it's a 3-4 game, bringing it a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Can Penn Manor tie it up with a left? They should be able to. They should be able. Ball kind of hanging around the midfield here and knocked back onto the side, but it's kind of hanging out there. It's anyone's ball came, knocked away from the carried Penn Manor side. We're now on to that territory, trying to follow through, and we'll be able to do that. And Colts again doing a nice job trying to fight for that. Knocked away from Penn Manor. Minute 30 seconds left on the game. Penn Manor can knock it in, and is it in? No, knocked away. Knocked away. Penn Manor unable to capitalize on that ball bouncing off the top of the goalpost. Again, no one really there to follow it through as Penn Manor kind of knocks it across the side. Then it's now brought in. We'll see. 1 minute remaining. This is still the Colts game. Still the Colts game at this point. See if the Colts are able to actually finish it out. Penn Manor doing their job to kind of keep it across, and it's knocked away. So it's kind of a little bit of desperation. 40 seconds left. Penn Manor doing a nice job of making it a more even game. We'll see. Will we have this as a tie game going in? We will see. 30 seconds remaining on the ball. could be it. This final drive, are they able to do it? Lot of players there. Lot of players there. And it's knocked away. Penn Manor have 15 seconds to get back on. And this is probably the final drive for Penn Manor. Aren't quite able to execute on it. Are they able to bring it in? We shall see. And it is knocked toward the goal. And ball still live. Yeah! Nice job. They tie it up with the last moment with Allen kind of tipping it in there at the end. They fought for the last live score. That may be one of the best scores that I saw in a long time. All right. Now it makes it basically a 0-0 game. Can Penn Manor bring it home? Tie games here, we will see. First tie game, they were unable to do it. We'll see if Penn Manor is able to do it. And then a little bit of a demolition there as Penn Manor fights to get it out of their side of the map. But it's kind of hanging around the goal there. They are able to get it away. Colts do block it, and they score, and they bring it in. Allen once again, finishing it out for Penn Manor. Nice job. Nice job for Penn Manor. There was no defense in that game. Are we waiting on Allen? Oh, they need it after that. And we're back. It is a 2. It is one match. Penn Manor in the lead after a very tight game. Oh, again, kind of scored instantly by Tater in the first 7 seconds of the game. All right, so a quick score there early on. Ball put on the Penn Manor side again. And they score. It's a second score, 2-0. All right, Penn Manor wins the kick. And the ball is kind of kept slowly being carried on. Penn Manor again. Punch. Right now, knock back to Penn Manor side. Instant block. Ping pong match here. All kind of block. knocked off the headboard of that mat.
What a save!
Right. Oh, again, Hero Games is first having second match, and Penn Manor again had a game up from it. Ball bouncing around Penn Manor's side, knocked away, but followed by Penn Manor, kind of off the side, not really, kind of off of it, on it. Ball missed Tyler. Kind of a mid-book game. Down scores matter. Ball kind of shuttled in, and it's saved by the Colts. And another score against Penn Manor. All right, Penn Manor again. There was just no one there to really defend. Right, ball knocked by Penn Manor on the side of knocked right back again. Penn Manor did a good job right now that having punch. They're really follow up on potential terrible. I will see how when right away. Blocked at on in by the eye. Heavily tight. And finally, Tyler's minutes left. What a score carried in Tyler. All right. Here we are. Ball onto the side. Like had to start strong and then that mattered. Knocked away by Aiden O'Leary. What a save by him on that. Carried in. Not quite carried far enough. Clock trying to be carried over. Unable to follow on. Desperately fighting out of there. Trying to get. And it's matter kind of knocking it. And no one really to follow through. Not really. Able to kind of knock from it. And no one's there really to side of Penn Manor knocking it. Side back onto Penn Manor's side. And considering and 1 minute remaining. Penn Manor must goal. And if you saw the last game, possible. And this game, Penn Manor has one away from. I can't. All right. Second, Penn Manor up this, and they. Anything. Ball being dribbled along the side, and of course, not back for Allen there to knock out. And they score. They do. They tie the game. It is a match. 3-3 match. What a nice job by Penn Manor. He just needs for one more for the winnable game. All kind of started. started there on the Penn to the side, and we'll see if Penn Manor can actually, or they aren't. It was blocked and stopped by Manor can actually bring this in the final second. All kind of just around the side of them. Loose, carried in, not strong enough. They are unable to keep it in. The best they can do is hope. Bring it in, on, bring it down to the end, round the ball before it gets to the goal. Good, and it is an overtime match. Third overtime match of the. If they are able, it matters. Locked in and around the goal, not quite enough. And everyone's kind of dancing around the ball, but nope. I'd be careful. They wide open. And it's dialed into, kind of knocked away onto Penn Manor. Side Penn Manor there to kind of knock it. Or then it's back out of. Knocked back on the side. And we'll see here. Is it in? No. Blocked again by the. All right. And it's again blocked away from Penn Manor. One shot is dead. One shot is not back. And is it? And it's saved. Penn Manor is. Bring it in. It's not. It's not. Kind of close. And the Penn Manor can get on the side. Make goal, but not in. Obviously, they are able to. They're not able to hold. All kind of puddled right across. Manor tries to knock it in backward. Touch. You're a beat on the able to put it in. It is really close. They're just not enough. Oh, and it is knocked away again. And Manor valiant on the side of. But they aren't quite able to exit. Right? Yeah, if they are able to. Knocked back again. A lot of ball play in around this side. Knocked up, not over. If they are able to go, and they aren't. At least are playing this wisely to keep the ball away from the side. And they're able to do that. Now here, 2 minutes into the game. Try to keep the longest fight going record as the longest match in Penn Manor's here. Again, this is saved by them. Are they able to get it in? No, knocked away. Knocked away. Kind of put right back. Penn Manor, and is it able to be brought in? And yes, it is. Congrats, Penn Manor. Oh my gosh. What a score. What a game. Fun game. One game left. One more game. Manor can bring it home. You need to block the shots, or you need to block the shots early on in the match, guys. You guys are giving me a heart attack the whole time. Yeah, that's what makes you run after the match. They're in match. I guess 5. Penn Manor leads 1 with very tight matches here. At least not scoring quite as early. I may have spoken too soon. No, they actually block it away. They block it away. And ball Brown through, but again defended nicely by the Colts as they try to keep it away. Penn Manor trying to keep a little bit closer than it was. Rather of a 0-0 match and them fighting to come back from behind. All right, they're able to keep it in, and they bring it out. A lot of Penn Manor folks heading up line, and now well, Allen trying to get it into position for a score, which they're unable to do. No one's able to really follow through on it, and it's a valiant attempt by, I guess it is Aiden O'Keefe, but not really brought back anything today. Knocked back into the center, knocked back toward, not really in range. Will they make it in? No, knocked away from the pumpkin car. Oh, nice. And Penn Manor actually gets the first score of the game in what's been a very close match. Every single match has been close. Penn Manor starts by taking here in this game. All right. And it's pretty close here, but they're unable to get it in. Actually, almost being brought in by the Colts into their own score here. But they are trying to keep it away from their goal so that they don't have to fight back like they always have been in the past game. Penn Manor leading 1-0 here. Again, 3 minutes in the match. It's an early game as far as that goes. We'll see if Penn Manor can increase, which would be nice. And again, 2-0 the score. Nice job, Penn Manor taking this early lead. Again, minutes in, 2 minutes and a half. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen here. Nice job on that. All right, and they're open, and it's a wide open thing, but knocked away by the Colts. Penn Manor now has to recover the ball. Get in. Keep it away really from their goal line, and as Tyler kind of shuttles it apart, but look at that goal. I know you guys are listening kind of nothing around Rocket League, and they do a nice job stopping that ball from getting into their net. Ball now carried toward side here in open position and knocked in, making it a 3-0 game. 0 game. Beautifully done, beautifully brought in by, I don't know who scored that. I guess it was Tyler got that score, and Allen helped bring that in that double committed score. All right, they almost brought it in. Tater kind of knocking it away, doing a nice job. Like the other team is a little bit tired here in game number 7. Penn Manor really fighting hard for it, and but the game's not over yet. Remember that Penn Manor came down from 3 points in one of the games, and there was a minute left, so it's quite possible the Colts bring this game back. Ball knocked away from Penn Manor side as the Colts are doing their job of trying to keep this match, keeping themselves into the match. And, almost scored on. Is it going to be brought in again? Not quite. Ball dancing around the goal of the Colts, but not really brought in. Penn Manor unable to deliver on the promise that they had there. Ball kind of kept it in the midfield here now. All right, ball kind of brought back in. This scores with 1 minute. It is looking better and better, like this could be Penn Manor's game. Ball knocked away from the Colts side and onto Penn Manor's side. No one there really to protect the goal, but they do have a little bit of time here. And they do actually get a score. So that makes it a 2-4 game at this point. it is anyone's game. You saw scores earlier on brought in the first minute of the game. Penn Manor cannot slack. They cannot slack or give any quarter left. See, can they come in? And they do block it. And see, this is why they can't. They can't. If they lose the game, I know they're going to be running laps around the school. All right, 40 seconds left. Penn Manor in the lead, 3-2. It is their game to lose or win. They need to hold on here to bring it onto the side of the Colts. Almost brought in the score, but blocked away from it. Ball now loose on Penn Manor's side. There is no one there to remain. It is a tie game. A tie game. All right, 3 scores in the matter of 15 seconds on the side of Colts. All right, can Penn Manor bring it home? Knock it away, we'll see. It is an even score game. A little bit of a double commit, kind of keep it onto the orange side. It's not brought onto the orange side. Penn Manor doing their job to keeping it out of that game. And it should be an overtime game, I'm guessing. And it looks like it's going to be overtime unless somehow they're able to score it, which they are not. 4 overtime matches we have seen so far in this series. Penn Manor up in the series by 2. They win this one, they will end the match. And kind of knocked away by sleep there. Almost brought in a valiant attempt by Allen. Just not quite enough to bring it in. Knocked away again. Aiden kind of cover it. It's a loose ball here. I know that they're trying, Colts trying to bring it in. Penn Manor trying to keep that ball away from their goal. And it's now loose, kind of aiming towards the side of Penn Manor. And brought in, and they win the match. Congrats to Penn Manor for winning after an insanely tight game. 4 overtimes, but a nice shot there by Aiden on Weed. And that is congratulations to Penn Manor for winning. And thank you so much for those of you that